girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just popped a Zan, 50,000 in Japan. I ain't doing no plan, these red bottoms on no Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the ground. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just popped a Zan.
What's good, Dream Team? It's your boy Dizzy Dream, and we're back again with another vid. Alright, so today we got another reaction quest. What we're about to react to is Tigerzord vs Gundam Epyon Death Battle by Screw Attack. Now, if you have a video that you would like me to react to, all you gotta do is hit me up on my IG or my Twitter, which will be in the description below. Or you can just comment down the link to your video choice in the comment section below, and I will gladly react to a video right here on the channel. Now, enough of me talking, let's go ahead and jump to the video. But before you do, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you subscribe to both more lit content if you're new. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into that video, guys. Hey.
Evil. It has many faces, and sometimes even a good-natured soul may become its unknowing pawn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did you say something? I couldn't hear you over giant fighting robots! Seriously, what's cooler than giant robots? Absolutely nothing. The White Tigerzord, the sixth Thunderzord, and Epyon, the sixth Gundam. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, let's get it.
Behold the Thunderzords, mighty bestial vehicles with a power and a force like you've never seen before.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you live in Japan,
my favorite ranger will always be the Green Ranger,
The Thunderzords are piloted by the mighty
Morphin
Power Rangers, 5 overbearing and over-emotional humans. Teenagers. For over a year, these 5 heroes defended the Earth from the evil Rita Repulsa and her cronies. But when her boss, Lord Zed, showed up and started beating some serious Ranger ass, the team knew they needed some help. Thus, a giant floating head in a tube and his robot buddy set to work building a new Ranger with a new Zord.
I present to you the White Ranger.
Yeah, the White Ranger. Hey, he's the GOAT too, bro.
Tigerzord.
White Ranger's the GOAT too.
The White Tigerzord is a gigantic weaponized robo-kitty. While cats are clearly inferior to dogs, I might make an exception for this one and take it home. Well, considering after it transforms to warrior mode, the Tigerzord weighs 150 tons and stands nearly 15 floors tall, I don't think you'll find one in a pet shop window. And it's a transformer!
Tommy.
Awesome!
I thought Tommy was the Green Ranger.
The White Tigerzord is powered by the, quote, white light.
Because I really didn't pay attention to the White Ranger all that much.
The heroic leader of the team,
all I know is
Tommy
the
Oliver, the White Ranger.
I could have sworn he was green.
He wasn't always in charge, though. His original powers came from the screeching, migraine-ridden she-witch
Yeah, I was
Rita.
right.
Naturally, it was
I
a
know
trick,
I was
and
right.
those powers came packaged with a curse that turned him evil. Luckily, Rita doesn't logic much, so the Rangers reverse the spell by destroying a completely unrelated object.
I know I was
Tommy
right.
wields Saba, a talking saber that shoots lasers and remote controls the Tigerzord.
I thought you knew what you were doing. I do. Yeah, you sure could have fooled me.
And is also uniquely multilingual.
That's right. None of you speaks bird. Now take me over to the cages. Squawk, squawk, tweet, squawk, tweet.
Everyone that just watched that is now dumber. Or bad.
Oh, man.
In battle, the
really
Tigerzord's tail doubles as a golden tiger sword,
like that,
which
man.
can light itself on fire, I assume by
bit.
sparking a robo-part of some sort. See, Wiz, I can science too. Anyway, the Tigerzord knocks foes off their feet with sonic blasts, temporarily increases agility with hyperspeed, and shoots fireballs from its chest-mouth thing.
White Tiger Thunderbolt, armed and ready!
The Tigerzord's greatest asset, however, is its ability to mimic the movements of its pilot.
That's actually fire, though. To actually have a robot to mimic your movement, that's actually pretty fire, though.
So it's important to determine how superhuman the White Ranger is. But he doesn't have many measurable feats. Fortunately, all Ranger powers are derived from the same morphing grid, a galaxy-spanning energy field which balances all life. So, the Force. Yeah, pretty much. This means all Rangers have comparable powers that we can use to measure Tommy's potential.
SPD Green Ranger Bridge Carson once lifted and threw a 2-ton car at this poor girl, who he guessed was a demon. Luckily, he was right, and a PR catastrophe was avoided.
The average man can squat lift about 125 pounds, so this feat makes Power Rangers at least 32 times stronger.
Oh, that was most impressive.
And we know Rangers also receive a speed boost, so it's reasonable to believe that a Morph Ranger's reaction speed is in the ballpark of 32 times faster than the average person. Thus, the White Ranger can actually react to attacks in about 6 milliseconds. To compare, in the same given time, a bullet fired from a gun would have only traveled about 9 feet. As the Tigerzord mimics the White Ranger in real time, it must be capable of the same speeds.
I bet he could totally do that knife finger stabby game. Actually, Liz, put your hand on the table.
No, not after last time. That poor intern.
I told him not to move.
Anyway, like that
remember
intern,
that
the
kid.
Tigerzord can't always cut it on its own.
When that happens, Tommy's friends usually come in to save his ass. But even though they won't be able to help him today, Tommy can still call upon his secret weapon.
Each Power Ranger has his or her individual Zord, which only they can pilot. However, there have been numerous instances when a Ranger has called upon other Zords. So, Tommy can call upon the Lion, Griffin, Unicorn, and Phoenix Thunderzords to create the Mega Tigerzord.
It's been a minute since I watched Power Ranger, but I do know who my favorite Ranger is. Obviously.
The Mega Tigerzord is a massive monster of a mech. It's got an energy shield, an energy ball attack, and a wicked dropkick. Oh, and its finishing move is literally lighting a giant robo-bird on fire and shooting it through everyone in its path.
Woo!
Obviously, the Mega Tigerzord has never lost a match.
The Mega Tigerzord is so powerful, it's even had that finisher move reflected back at it, survived, and all it did was fall over and look surprised.
But it's not all firebirds and rainbows. Enough damage can overload the Tigerzord's connection to the Morphin Grid and annihilate it. But don't get me wrong, this is one ass-kicking, mighty morphin, fire-birding, flame-sorting power kitty. Meow.
So, are you ready, pal? White Ranger, I'm ready when you are. All right, Tigerzord, power up!
Let's go.
In the year 195 AC, yes, AC, Earth and its space colonies were on the brink of civil war. Chaos had erupted, governments shattered from within. The only constant were 5 freedom-fighting mobile suits called Gundams.
Piloted by a bunch of kids who have no idea how to have fun. Seriously, get laid or something.
Intrigued, the disgraced Commander Trey's Kushranada set about creating his own Gundam.
For sex?
No, for Zex.
This is getting really confusing.
Try and keep up. Trey's hoped this new non-sexual fighting machine would finally answer the meaning of life and death.
And birth.
No!
I have a guide here that will show you how to live from now on.
And so the Gundam Epyon was born.
Do you think you've built a god or something? Maybe I do.
Epyon is a fierce force of metal and badassery. Like all Gundams, it's armored with Gundanium.
Yet another stupidly named fictional metal that happens to be many times stronger and lighter than titanium.
Standing 57 feet tall and weighing just under 10 tons, Epyon is actually quite a bit smaller than your average Japanese giant robot.
But for what it lacks in size, Epyon compensates with incredible speed. With a max propulsion of nearly 200,000 pounds, Epyon can fly over 250 miles per hour.
But manning a Gundam at that speed is rough, and can kill a pilot who hasn't been trained.
Epyon's pilot is the legendary warrior and Trey's closest friend, Zex Marquise, the Lightning Count. Commander of the Oz Special Forces, valedictorian of a prestigious military academy, and sole pilot of the unstable Gundam prototype.
How does the Wizard of Oz come into this now? Anime,
Said the Wizard
seriously
of Oz.
confuses
What?
me.
I'm done.
Well, regardless, Zex is a true warrior.
I am a true soldier.
Oh, look, an echo.
Despite this, he could not handle the politics of war. After Trey staged a coup which spiraled out of control, Zex stumbled through the ensuing chaos like a lost pup. always ending up fighting for the wrong cause by complete accident.
Dang.
Whoops.
I don't understand. Why am I still so spineless?
Oh, I have an awesome giant Gundam that everyone needs to do awesome stuff. For me.
But plot twist,
Damn.
Zex has been hiding a secret identity. He is, in fact, Milliardo Peacecraft, the long-lost heir to the throne of the pacifist Sank Kingdom.
Oh.
Yes, the Peacecrafts literally craft peace.
At first, the only one who knew Zex's true identity was his slap-happy admirer, Noin. You'd think a cheerful girlfriend who doesn't have blood on her hands would help Zex lighten up a bit, but...
Don't go getting too attached or party will hurt.
But my soldiers aren't ever gonna be killed in battle.
Exactly 1 minute, 10 seconds later. God darn, bro. God darn.
Damn. He won't be hitting that for a while.
Despite being a
Dang.
backstabbing, coup-staging terrorist, Treize Khushrenada apparently has some high sense of honor, and this is reflected in Epyon's arsenal.
Aside from 2 tiny Vulcan guns, Epyon was designed as a dueling suit and lacks effective long-range weaponry. But that's okay, cause check out this sword!
Lightsaber. I call it saber. Before it's like that, I call it saber.
The beam sword is connected directly to Epyon's power source, which means its size and power can be increased on the fly. Epyon also has a durable shield which houses a chain whip called the Heat Rod that can be superheated to slice through armor.
But its greatest and most risky weapon is its onboard computer, the Epyon system, a modified zoning and emotional range omitted system. This directly links with the pilot's brain and aids him by constantly predicting outcomes and strategies in mid-battle. And unlike other Zero systems, this modified version shows Zex his opponent's face as he's murdering them.
Oh, that's right, for the nightmares.
It gets worse. The Epyon system relies on Zex ignoring all distractions, including his own drive to win. It predicts every possible outcome of the battle at hand and shares them with him. These include the outcomes where he loses, which take the forms of hallucinations. If
Wow.
Zex can't separate fact from fiction, these hallucinations may become reality.
But despite the danger, it's totally worth getting into Epyon's pilot seat. Because this
Why does
giant
that remind
robot
me
is a
so
born
much of
winner.
Dynasty
It's
Warriors a
capable
little
of holding
bit?
off 4 other Gundams
Y'all
at
seen
once,
that?
survived the heart of an
They got a whole bunch of
exploding
enemies,
space
got a
station,
map at the
and
corner.
destroyed
That remind me
another
so much of
giant
Dynasty
space station
Warriors, bro.
with a single awesome sword slice. Ha-ha! Gundam powers, away!
Of course,
And-
Epyon does
and
have
trust me,
its
there's a
fair
lot
share
of
of
games
weaknesses,
that,
and even though Zex eventually overcame
that
his
the
turn to
same
the dark
stuff as
side,
Dynasty
nearly
Warriors,
sacrificing
like
his life for the
Hyrule
greater good in the
Warriors.
process, he
There's
never
another game
did
with
quite
Fire
become that
Emblem.
perfect soldier he always wanted to be.
Yeah.
But good news, he did
Oh, yeah,
eventually
that,
get in Noin's
so,
pants. Worth it!
Just watch me. I'm gonna live right to the bitter end. I'll live the
Alright, show
hard
me,
life
bro,
of
show
a
me.
warrior.
So I'm not gonna say who's gonna win on this, so I'm just gonna.
All right, the combatants are set.
I'm gonna go with
Let's end this debate
Epyon. I'm
once
gonna
and
go
for all.
with Epyon.
It's time for a death battle!
Like I know who the Green
Robo
Ranger
style.
is and everything, but still, like it's been a minute. It's been a minute. And plus, there's a feat that Epyon has. He'd be able to read what's going on, and he'd be able to predict how he's gonna lose and stuff. So
All right,
I don't
Sala.
know.
Time for a weekly test run. Excellent.
Oh, I
Let's
want to
test the
change
weapon
back, but I
systems.
can't. I already
Make
said
sure
it.
the
I already
safety
said
systems
it.
are on.
I want to change
Safety
back, but I
systems
already said it.
activated.
Dang.
That will probably dissipate, right?
I already said it. Dang, man. I want to turn back, but I already
Zex,
said it.
what are you doing down there?
Hello, Noin. Just brooding over how I nearly destroyed the Earth.
That again? You've
Don't tell her
gotta
she's gonna get
lighten
hit
up,
by
you
that blast,
grunt.
bro.
Well, how about we do that thing you're always asking about? You know, the one that rhymes with your name.
What? Really?
Of course. I think it's family time.
Oh my gosh, bro.
No! Eventually. I think I'll drive.
She really got hit by that blast, man. Dang. Y'all done really made him mad, bro. That's the thing, bro. That's the thing. His
Warning!
emotions.
Bogey approaching fast!
His
200
emotions.
meters!
I forgot about
Must be one
that.
of Zed's. 0 meters! Huh? break your face! Is it just me, or do Zed's goons keep getting smaller and angrier?
Oh, that scream though.
He's quick for a little guy.
Stop messing around and start defending!
Right, time for action. White Tiger, Saba! All right, Saba, I want the Tigerzord to follow my every move. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! You may be skilled, but you're too slow for Epyon. How's this? Hyperspeed!
That's
Time
true,
to stamp out some
he's
evil.
quick. He's quick. I'm about to say, you can't lose like that already.
What, are you playing hard to get? All right then, go long. White Tiger Thunderbolt!
Damn.
The Epyon system indicates that you've shown your full arsenal. You're finished.
What happened?
What?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What's that?
Ugh, that scream is so ugly. I'm sorry, that scream was ugly.
Quick, Tommy! They circle on his chest! It must be a weak spot!
Right. Don't get cocky. What? He didn't explode?
Well, this
That's
defies all
right.
logic!
He predicted how he was gonna lose. Okay.
We're grounded.
Tommy, call the Zords!
You got it. I need Thunderzord power now. Oh shit.
Oh, he did one of those, bro. He did one of them uppercuts. God damn.
No, not like this.
That's the move he just saw.
Here it comes. Routing all power to thrusters. And now to the beam saber. No! No! Son of a bitch!
So I was right. Because he had that technique, bro, he could easily just spot how he was gonna lose. I just figured that.
Oh, my childhood!
This was a
I just
surprisingly
figured that.
close call. At first glance, the Tigerzord towers over Epyon and is fast enough to keep up with it. Yet Epyon
Sorry, it's a
destroyed
notification.
Barge, a 26,000-foot-long space fortress with one sword swing. Just one. There's no doubt that a few swings like that were enough to overload Tigerzord's connection to the morphing grid.
I mean, this goofy-looking skeleton dude did it, so I imagine a giant laser sword wielded by a devil robot could do it too.
God damn.
Also, Zex is a far more experienced and properly trained warrior, unlike Tommy, who was drafted in the middle of high school. But the Tigerzord
That is
wasn't
true.
helpless. Its
That is
megaform
true.
even duped the Epyon system for a moment. But unfortunately for our favorite White Ranger, Epyon is an ever-evolving dueling machine.
Stupid future-predicting robot, and it's really fucking sweet sword. Gun damn it!
The winner is the Gundam Epyon.
I just caught on what he just said, bro. I just caught on what he said. He said, you know, GD, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. Like, hey, man. But sorry, it's another notification. But yeah, oh my god, I kind of figured that. I kind of figured that he was gonna win that, all because I remember that he's his Gundam Epyon was able to predict like how he's gonna lose and stuff. That's like the key thing I really believe that he was gonna use to win. Because bro, if you could predict how you gonna lose, bro, obviously you're gonna like rethink about all your strategies and stuff and figure out how you're gonna defeat this person. Like that makes so much sense. Like, dude, like that makes so much sense. Like, come on, y'all. Like really. That's why I went with Epyon, because I remember that he got that going on. And I also remember that, you know, since Tommy was basically, you know, a teen with an attitude, just like how they said it in the little intro, a teen with an attitude, and then they really just got taken from high school and they just started fighting all of a sudden. Like, come on, like, dude, like this dude's been training since AC, bro, after Christ. I think that's what that means, man. But yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I won that one. Haha. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. If you want to see the original video, I'll put the link down in the description below, alongside my social media such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. So go ahead and follow me and add me on my Snap. If you have reaction requests, hit me up on my IG and my Twitter, or comment down below this video. Let me know what you want me to react to next, or if you have an idea of the next day video. And yeah, dream to be lit, always live for be lit. And remember, don't go to sleep and dream about your dreams. Get up and chase them. Simple as that. Until the next day video, Dizzy Dream out.